Welcome back at WNST, Towson, Baltimore, and Baltimore Positive. We're on the wise, intelligent conversation trail, and bringing our guests and our sponsors in. Appreciative of all of them and all of our charity work. I tell you what, it felt really, really good this week to get back out to an event. It's the first time I've been. The last two things I did before the pandemic and the first thing after the pandemic, both tied to local organizations, both on golf courses, by the way. I was out at Hayfields with our friends Leonard Raskin and Raskin Global, Steve DeCastro from Roost Chris, also benefiting the folks out there. But I tell you what, I am working with Wise. They're always doing something. Every time I'm at the checkout, we're rounding up. We're doing different things. Rob Santoni is my friend, Daki Masabi, and the East Sider. I ordered groceries online, dude. Before we get to this segment and do all this, I got my card. I'm all organized now. And I actually did this for you. I bought peas. I bought organic peas because, anybody can sell. Give everybody your stump speech from Highlandtown. Give it to them.
Oh, anybody can sell peas.
Correct.
It's just how you sell it. Whether you sell it online or in store, can you do it with the best service and the best smile and the best engaged associates to make your shopping experience pleasurable?
And organic, man. Organic right there, the way I did it.
Yep.
Okay, so I've ordered groceries online now, right? I've done all of this stuff, and I'm in, and it was so easy for me. But you always like to say to me, and this was something from your roots and your heritage about doing things in the community, right? And you're like, if we do this partnership, we'll play the ads, and the Orioles have the Wise logo behind home plate, and they're on other. But we're going to tell stories here. One of the things we do at Baltimore Positive of the other things you're doing besides selling peas and selling me groceries online. By the way, I'm picking up at noon on Saturday. This gives you a chance to either see me or not. You make your own hours.
I'll be there.
I'll be there noon Saturday. Give everybody a little bit of background because this one's special. I mean, I asked, well, who's going to be the spokesperson for MDA? We get Jerry Lewis's people, and you're like, no. This is me, and this is Alice, and this is personal, and it goes back to Dundalk, really, with you, right?
It does. So let's take it back there. So we all know Jerry Lewis, right? And MDA has been around since 1950. Jerry Lewis and
I met Jerry Lewis once.
Oh wow, cool. And Dean Martin for years. They did the telethon. I believe that was around Memorial Day, Labor Day every year. Yep. End of summer, and they raised over $2 billion during that span. Unfortunately, he retired 2011, 2013, 14. MDA tried to reboot it with an entertainment type of radio and TV again, and then unfortunately 2015, all that went away. So MDA is done strictly from personal and corporate sponsors and organizations donating money for a great cause. And that's exactly what WISE is to MDA, a organization, a business that cares about the cause and, helping young people, older people with ALS and, muscle debilitating diseases, get the treatment that they need, get the equipment that they need. But this is a program that we took over when we bought 5 of the local Mars stores. And it was something that was brought up to me. And I knew that Mars raised $50,000 a year. Since we took it over,
much like your family. You talk about, the folks at Wise. I mean, Wise, a family business, middle of Pennsylvania, growing now into our market. You talk about Mars and about the Santoni family and about things that matter. We talked about Heritage Fair last time, what matters to me. And by the way, I gotta give you this. When I went in and I registered, it thought I was in York, Pennsylvania, which I thought was weird. I'm like, all right, I need to set my location. My nearest location is the Holabird Avenue store, which literally sits between my middle school and my high school, where I went literally every day of my life, the first 17 years of my life. And when you talk about community-oriented things, this is where Markets began, is serving the community and doing these great things. And when I think of the Mars people, I would think that they were local and they did great things in the community, just like your family did, just like Wise is doing right now.
Right. So Mars back then was $50,000, to MDA. And, MDA was like, hey, you bought these stores. Can we count on you? Because that was very, very important to the local MDA office and to the local kids and the summer camp. And, it was just, something that we also believed in. If we bought those stores and we bought their history and heritage and, their customer base, then they also deserved for us to, take on this as well. So, it's been something I have led, since day one. We've raised $250,000 for them. We've sent a lot of kids to camp, and you'll hear, from Alice in, just a moment on what that means to her, what it means to getting out there and meeting lifelong friends and going horseback riding and canoeing and ziplining, all with the assistance of.
Hold on, she ziplined? Hold on.
Well, I
Alice,
guess you did.
I'm gonna get Alice in here.
Get her in here.
Alice you're in the 4th grade, correct, Alice? That's right?
Correct.
Ziplining. So I'm putting together a crab cake thing, and this goes back to Traffic Jam Jimmy. By the way, I've never met Traffic Jam Jimmy. I hear he was Monty the Sea Monster. Is that true, Rob?
That is true.
Wow.
I love Captain
That
Chesapeake.
makes him a bigger celebrity than I even think Traffic Jam Jimmy. But he's doing a crab cake thing here locally. Apparently, I want you to let him know that I'm doing it, and I didn't steal it from him. I really thought of it on my own. But I
did. Last week, I let him know.
Raskin told me on the golf course on Monday, he's like, you stole Traffic Jam Jimmy. I'm like, I didn't even know Traffic Jam Jimmy's doing a crab cake thing, man. So give him my love. But I would say this, for you with this ziplining thing, I'm doing a crab cake tour, and I keep promising my wife. We almost ziplined in Indianapolis at the Super Bowl, and she's much more of an outdoors person than I am, but I've promised her I would zipline. So Alice, where did you zipline? And give me the experience, because I was, I'm fearful.
I ziplined at the MDA camp, and the experience for me was very exciting, and it just felt like I was flying.
How high up were you when it started?
I'd say,
it's at least 50 feet, I think.
Yeah,
at least 50
about
feet.
50 feet.
Are you afraid of heights?
No.
I am.
See, I am. Yeah, you see this picture behind me, Alice? This is where I live. I live up high, and I'm afraid of heights. Now that's weird, right? So first time I came here, I went to the window and I had to back up off the window. It was kind of like I got my vaccine last week. I'm afraid of shots too. So I think part of like all of this is trying to get through your fears, right? Like if you're afraid of ziplining, that's all the more reason to do it. So you need to talk me into it. Why should? What was it? Is it going to be as much fun, or is it going to be worth it for me?
It's going to be worth it. Trust me. When you feel like you're flying, it's this great experience, and it just feels like you're flying. To me, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I did that at a Disney ride once, soaring at Epcot, and it felt like I was flying. Rob, you been on that one?
No.
Oh man, that's the best ride in the world. If you ever get to Epcot, get on soaring. You feel like you're flying. It's awesome.
I don't do carnival rides.
What?
I don't do roller coasters.
We're going to take you and Alice down to Heritage Fair and figure that out. Come on now.
I'm not
going to. Alice is like, Alice, you're all into carnivals, right?
Yes.
Nice. I love it. Alice is here. She's a 4th grader. She's made speeches at the Fill the Boot campaigns, was also on Manic Monday with Ron Matz. You were on Manic Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Did you dance or anything with the Manic Monday Meltdown crew?
Sort of.
Well, I mean, I've always wanted to do that, and I think they've retired. They retired Manic Monday, didn't they? I ran into Ron recently. She's also participated in the MDA walk twice, and her team has raised over $3,000 for MDA. Alice, give us your experience with MDA and camp and friendships and people that you've met here in your short life. But I'm sure you're having a lot of fun during these summers, and these camps are something you look forward to, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. It's the grand big thing I look to every year, and it's just amazing getting to meet people sort of like me and being able to make friends.
So what's your favorite part of camp? was Ziplining the favorite? Is that the highlight? Or is that just one of the? Oh, it really was the highlight. I picked out the highlight. All right.
That's
Wow.
When
big
Wise
one.
brings the free ice cream. Every year we do the big Sunday bar.
And the ice cream.
What flavor ice cream do they bring?
They usually bring like I want to say like ice cream popsicles. So they bring like, I think, chocolate and strawberry.
With all the toppings.
Yes, that's amazing.
Rob, when I shopped online the other day and I made it a mission, I was not in your store. I was in the Middle River store. What do you call that store? I call it Middle River. What do you call it?
Essex.
That's Middle River. That's not Essex. It's on the other end. It's Middle River.
It's store 86 to me.
By the way, you're not Nottingham, you're Fullerton, and I pointed that out as well. But I was in the Middle River store, and my wife was on one end looking for chia seeds, and I was on the other end. And when I was looking for the chia seeds, I looked up and I saw the dark chocolate syrup that's made for coffee. It was by the Hershey stuff, right? Alice, you probably like Hershey's, right? She's got us on mute.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, of course. You probably like Hershey Park too, right?
Amazingly, yes.
See, Santoni won't go to Hershey Park because he's afraid of rides. He's already pointed that out. So you need to take me to Hershey Park because I'm not afraid of the Super Duper Looper or the Comet. So no offense to Hershey, but I was looking for dark chocolate syrup to put on my ice cream and maybe put in my coffee. And Rob, this is the truth about shopping. I didn't want to like pull it up and have my wife say, look, you gained a couple of lbs. You need to be running 26 miles like Santoni. So I ordered it online so she wouldn't know about it. So I got it, but I'm with you. You need to bring her next time some dark chocolate syrup. Get her on the good stuff on top of the ice cream. Maybe some nuts there and some stuff like that. Alice is here. Rob Santoni's here from Weis Markets. We're having intelligent conversations around here, but also doing right by the community. Rob, give me the lowdown on the work with MDA and how a normal schmo like me buying groceries online or just being in your Fullerton store or the Essex store. I think we lost Rob for a minute. We'll get back to that. But I've been shopping at Weis a long time, and this has been a fun partnership, but it's getting to meet people like you. So Alice, you and I are going to have a conversation right now. Tell me about your camp. How long is it? Where is it? Tell me about parents being involved. Give me what camp looks like for you and MDA. Fill the boots.
Okay. So camp for me looks like this. So, well, so I start out with camp with arriving to camp. Very long 2-hour drive.
You listen to good music, it passes quickly. Trust me. Are you one of those kids asking the parents how much further, or are you checking on the app and you know how much further?
Neither. I'm the one who just listens to music.
So you know what? You're my favorite kind of kid, because I was the kid in the back saying, how much longer? Can we stop? Can I go to the bathroom? That's the kid I was, right? So Rob, I'm getting to know Alice. Hang on here.
Yeah.
We're talking about camp.
Sorry.
So she's talking about driving to camp, says it's a 2-hour drive, and she gets there. So how many days are you at camp, Alice?
A full week.
A full week. Are you tired when you get home?
Not really.
Sounds like a lot of things are going on here. Now, you do dance, you do cheer, but, I mean, are there arts and crafts and activities too? I mean, what would I want to do? What would be my favorite part besides zip lining? What would I be into? If I visit you at camp one day, and I'm not going to zip line because I'm afraid of it, okay? Let's just, what would you say, this is the thing that I would have to do with you that week?
If you want something creative to do, the beading would be my option. Beading.
So doing beads.
Because I mean, there's a lot of different choices and you can really get creative with it.
Can I make something purple because I'm a Ravens fan? I'm wearing purple today. Are you a Ravens fan?
Yes. Wait, no. I'm wearing pink today. Yes, you can make a purple necklace, bracelet, and stuff.
Rob, when is the camp? And give everybody how they can pitch in, because we lost you on a cell, and Alice and I just getting to know each other. Tell folks, if they're shopping or shopping online, how they can get involved. Because I've been in your stores like 3 times this week. I've discovered the one over in Wilkins Avenue too. By the way, that's the one closest to my house. And that's the one I always sort of pop into because I'm over in Catonsville and, at the airport, whatever. So I pop in there a little bit too. But everywhere I go, when I check out, they're like, you want to round up? Give me a little look at what Weis does corporately to support MDA, because I know it's important to you, man.
Sure. So the self-checkout roundup is something new this year. Partly due, that's a byproduct of the pandemic, and because they didn't want a lot of customer interaction, but also during the pandemic, we are doing calls marketing every single month. So, that ask of the customers, would be every single month. So we chose to do the roundup, which has been incredibly successful. You would not believe, the money, we're already at $25,000 for MDA. Okay. We expect to hit $40,000. And Nestor, that is coming from roundups. That's unsolicited. So do the math. The average roundup is like 39 cents. So if we raised $25,000, we're well over 50,000 people that have just graciously hit that button to round up their bill to the nearest dollar. And, that is very thoughtful, generous of them. But they know, I think they see Weis's engagement with all the causes, whether it's MDA, St. Jude, Paws for Pets, Paralyzed Veterans, all those great things. They're willing to give their money to Weis because they know that it's staying local, it's going to good causes, and it's the right thing to do. So that $40,000, when we do hit that, I encourage everybody, next time you're in shopping at your favorite Weis, you're using those self scans or going through the conventional lane,
or getting help with that bananas are 4011 on the checkout.
4011. Yeah, you got it. Please round up, because that $40,000 this year will send 40 kids to virtual camp. And then hopefully next year, that 40,000 will send, 20 to 30 kids to the in-person camp, which, is something they look forward to. They get to see friends, lifelong friends that they may see once a year. And they get to do fun activities like swimming with all the, equipment to help them down in the pool and out of the pool, the canoeing, the ziplining, the making beads and painting, and all those great things that, they may not be able to do from that time, from year to year that time.
Well, Alice, you've talked me into ziplining. My wife's been trying to do this for 15 years, 15 minutes on the phone with you. I figure if you can do it, I'm going to do it. Am I going to survive, Alice, if I zipline?
Yes, you're going to survive. You're going to feel like that was amazing. Why was I not doing this?
I'm going to want to go back and do it again. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Did you do it twice or you only do it once?
I've only done it once because you can only do it once a year, and I have only been able to go to virtual camp. In-person camp 1 year.
All right, so you're in the 4th grade right now. By the time you're in the 6th grade, we're going to get you back on a zip line, okay? And by the time you do it, I'm going to be telling you how brave I was, because I see the bravery you have every day. I'm going to zip line. I'm going to scream, but I'm going to do it, all right? Alice, thank you for your time, and thank you for all that you do as a spokesperson for the MDA. She's made a bunch of speeches at the Fill the Boots campaign. We're filling the boots right now. You can fill the boots by rounding up at Weis Markets. We're having intelligent conversations. Rob, I hope to see you sometime Saturday picking up my curbside now that I've ordered, and I got the dark chocolate in there. I didn't order any produce because I picked that up fresh the other day in Middle River. They had beautiful organic raspberries. I haven't even eaten them. I haven't had my breakfast. By the way, got this at Weis, is organic raspberry. And I got strawberries, beautiful organic strawberries just came in. Look, that looks fake, doesn't it, Rob? That's not. That's a real strawberry.
Yeah, you've already cut the top off. I see. Good job.
It's real. I'm eating it. Hey, man, I got to keep up with you running all these races and doing all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Rob Santoni joining us here from the Nottingham. It's not Nottingham. It's in Fullerton, Weis Market. Number 206. All right. I'm just putting it out there in case anybody, in case people have a good experience at your store and they want to log in and enter, what store they were in. Don't say Fullerton because they won't know where it is. You got to put Nottingham or 206. Alice, take care of yourself. Make sure you're rounding up at the checkout stand when you're shopping at Weis and helping the folks at MDA and helping different folks every month. We'll be featuring that here at WNST AM 1570 and Baltimore Positive.